Maybe we didn't have to talk to everybody then. Maybe we really only had to talk to, like, the one girl.
But we
the
did
one
it
old
anyway, and I don't care.
Yeah, like the one lady in North.
Bitchin', we can take out the beef bowl.
Heck yeah!
That's how you do it, guys.
Yeah, hold up. Let me show you
I'm
how this is
seriously
done.
pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Okay, all I've got
Ditto for me.
this entire thing is that
Actually,
the
in my
person
case, I kept getting bombarded with
isn't
questions
local
and couldn't get them onto the main
and
subject
probably
at all.
blends in well enough that
Killer must
nobody
be
would have
pretty good
noticed
to have
anything
pulled
out
this
of
off
it.
without
Namatama.
being seen by anyone in
Dang.
this small town.
He's the perfect fall guy! Whoever this murderer is, he's doing his job!
One steak bowl, please.
I'll have one rainy day
That's
special.
not what I meant.
Then
Then again, I guess we might
that's
as well
how
take
it's
a
done,
break.
bitches.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Oh man, we didn't order!
You had a beef bowl and finished it all off because you're
Now
awesome
that our
like that.
tummies are full,
Not just a regular beef bowl.
let's share what
the
we
rainy
learned,
day special
even if
beef
it wasn't
bowl.
much.
That's a whole different monster.
So, to sum up,
We learned nothing.
there really was no new information. The end?
Yes! I mean, boo!
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed.
Well, except I found
There
this
wasn't
note
a
that says,
single
aha, I
report
did
of
it, and has a
suspicious
picture of
persons
the,
being
of the
witnessed to
murderer.
begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans,
course.
whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
So the fog's the real murderer.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
I think Rise
Do you
can
have
get us out
anything,
of the
Naoto?
TV world.
Any new, deductions?
Because they said they went in to look around for Teddy and they got back somehow.
What? As long as the
Without any
TVs
new
are
data
there,
to
they can
work
go
with,
in and out.
there isn't much I can do.
I guess those have just
But
always
there
been there,
must be
though.
someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion.
Namitami, damn.
God dang it.
I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
And this fog?
You really? Oh crap.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm nervous about...
Unfortunately, halfway through, you tripped over Yosuke's big shoes. Ugh! Yosuke, get smaller boots. Don't try to cash it on your tongue.
It's snowing.
Ugh.
No wonder it's chilly.
She has some awesome pants.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexing.
I hope somebody paid for the bill before they came out here.
Hey, is it snowing?
What elements Yosuke
Too
weak
bad
to?
the fog's so thick.
None.
The snow just gets
Well,
lost.
I mean, what
in
did
it.
he used to be weak to?
Ice.
Well, that makes sense then. We both walk out perfectly fine. He walks out frickin' freezing out here. Well, the person's gotta be... With that many police officers around, I'd say the person would have to be a police officer.
And the only police officer we know besides Dojima is...
Adachi.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right?
Guy's dumb
Wait,
as a bag of
really?
donuts.
Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Situationally, he could
Actually,
fit, but we also
regarding
don't have
Detective
any
Adachi,
evidence saying that
I'm
it
not sure
was
how to put
him,
it, But
really.
there's something that's been
I mean,
bothering
he
me about him
physically
for
could
some
have done
time
it,
now.
but
Yeah?
But he's also the only other person who could approach Dojima's
Perhaps it's just my imagination,
residence without
so I shouldn't speak too...
being suspicious about it. Bless you.
It's cold.
Thank you.
I think
Sorry.
we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
it's like, really, he's got opportunity, but
She
no...
sneezed cutely, you know that.
It's like, really, he's got opportunity, but no motive. I mean, what reason would he have to do anything?
He's got an opportunity.
That
Does that
can't
mean you
be.
have the brains
I
and I
mean,
have the brawn?
he said he came to escort Ms. Yamano and...
He's also dumb as a bag of donuts, so...
What? Was he at your inn?
you
when
prefer
the
I use a
announcer
different
was staying
analogy?
there?
A bag of wet
When Miss
donuts?
Yamano was staying at our inn, the media
Bag
was
of donuts
swarming all
really isn't
over.
known for its intelligence.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I
What?
thought, you know, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
It is kind of
Then
awkward.
you think he had
Yeah.
something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places.
Oh, he is a police
Every
officer.
time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, oops, I said too much and clamming up.
Yeah, he always did
Was
talk
that
a
all to
little
throw
too
us off the
much.
trail?
It would be no problem for him to drop that warning letter into your mailbox either. Not to mention the fact that he can destroy any evidence that might point to him.
Again, we don't have any motive, though.
Then, is it really Adachi-san?
I guess that's the next thing we've got to figure out.
We need to confirm this first before we point it directly at him.
This is still only a tentative theory. We should work to confirm it as soon as possible. This is Naoto Shirogane. Something has occurred to me about the case, and I'd like to get Detective Adachi's input on it. Huh? The transport? It's right now? Right, I see. Thank
But
you.
this late? When they moving during the morning?
What was that about a
I mean, there's
transport?
too much fog and it's already dark enough.
Yeah.
Detective Adachi is headed to the hospital to prepare for Namatame's relocation. We must head there at once.
And we'll shoot Adachi in the legs. Why? We're inch closer to solving this case.
Ranku up! I was hoping for we're gonna shoot Adachi in the legs.
Huh? What are you guys doing here?
I don't like this spooky
Hey.
music.
Do you know where Dojima-san went? They told me he snuck out of his room again.
Again.
I assure you, we've made it clear to him several times that he needs to stay put, but he keeps going off on his own.
Need to nail that guy down into his bed. Nail gun. Put you.
Jeez, with Namatame finally relocated, I was looking forward to going home.
They already relocated him?
So, he's been relocated. I've been wondering. You seem to be in a terrible hurry to get him out of this hospital.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we can't leave him here with Dojima-san and Nanako-chan around. Didn't you guys think so too? Hey, what are you doing here anyway? Nanako-chan's room is in the other wing. Don't you think you should leave before Dojima-san finds you? If he catches you, he'll start pestering you again.
He seems in an awful hurry to get rid of us.
Ah, crap.
Adachi,
Scared
where's
me. Don't
Namatame?
do that again.
There's been a lot of
Dojima
noise
scared
today
me.
for some reason.
Dojima-san, what are you doing here? Namatame's already been relocated. I was looking for you so I could tell you that.
You did what? Who authorized that? There's still more I need to ask him about.
Give me a break, Dojima-san.
Those first two murders have been bothering me.
Ah, so
His
he's been
motives are
thinking about it
shaky
as
and his
well.
alibi is rock solid. We closed a lot of loopholes on the basis of his testimony. But that part's still nagging at me.
Is this more of your detective's intuition? He's already been relocated. It's no use hassling me about it. And you kids should really get home too. You're gonna get in the way of police business.
Did he just yell at us?
What's gotten into you today?
Yeah.
It's odd to see you taking work so seriously.
Come on! I'm always giving 110% when it comes to the job. You should get back to work too, Dojima-san. Your current assignment?
Get
Get
that
better as soon
10%
as
when he
possible.
pukes at a murder scene.
What are you all doing here?
We came to confirm something with Adachi-san.
Quick, shoot him in the kneecaps. We don't want him to suspect that we're suspicious of him though until we would know something for certain.
The time the announcer went missing? I can't say for sure offhand. It's not like I saw her or anything. That was months and months ago too. My memory's kinda hazy that far back.
Didn't write it down or anything?
Why wouldn't I question her? She discovered the announcer's body. But she didn't know much about it, so I only talked with her once or twice.
No.
Was that all you wanted to ask? Well, I hope it helped. Warning letter?
The one that was delivered to his house. It's in police custody now, correct?
I don't really remember.
Hey, what do you mean you don't remember? I gave it to you to take down to the crime lab for processing. You're telling me you forgot?
I'm sorry. Your accident was right after that, and what with one thing and another, it sort of slipped my mind. Besides, that thing was just a prank, wasn't it? Jeez, what are you asking me all this for? For crying out loud, what's this all supposed to be about?
He's not.
Dojima-san, you really need to get back to your
He's really
bed.
kind of flustered
That's why your
right
wounds
now.
aren't
That's
healing.
not a good sign.
And he hasn't been doing
And
anything
you all
but
need to go home right
lying
now.
and doing
Do you have any
exactly
idea what time it is?
what we were suspecting
I'm
him
going
of
back.
doing, like
I need to get to the
destroying
station and report in.
evidence.
Just one more thing, please. We know for certain now that the first 2 murders weren't Namatame's doing. Someone else killed them. Adachi-san, do you have any idea who that might be?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
'Cause we think it might have been you.
What? That's ridiculous. We already know Namatame's the one who put them all in.
Excuse us?
What did you just say?
Put them all in. What's this putting them in business? Do you know something about the method behind their murders? Don't tell me that all that talk about TVs and whatnot from before was...
I see. Now I finally understand. To tell the truth, Adachi-san, I've been fixated on something you once said. Before I didn't know why, only that it sounded a wrong note to me. Do you recall when I read Namatame's diary? At the scene of Dojima-san's accident. At the time, I said, even the victims who survived and were never released to the public are written here. And in response, your words were, wow, then that settles it. How, I wonder, would that settle anything? At the time, the police had no idea that there had been other attempted murders related to the case. You had no reason to say such a thing. After all, there are countless examples of people disappearing for a few days. Yet when I read the list of names, you raised no objection. Odd, that. What do you say to that, Detective Adachi?
I don't know. I said I'm busy.
Wait, you son of a bitch! Adachi! Ah, damn it! Adachi!
What the? I swear he ran this way!
Why would he run into this room?
Damn it! Where the hell did he go?
Did you find him? I contacted security. Nobody's
I'd
seen
say because
Adachi
of
and
what's
there's no
sitting right in the
record
middle
of
of this
anyone
room.
leaving this area. So he must be still in this ward somewhere.
He's still here? But we looked. We didn't find him anywhere.
That bastard.
Dojima-san? For heaven's sake, what are we going to do with you?
Sorry. I got carried away.
Do you even want to get better? If you keep this up, there could be lasting damages. Have you forgotten how much trouble it caused you last time?
You're right. Sorry. You've got to find Adachi. I need to square this away with him. Please.
He hasn't left this ward yet? I don't think he would. But could he have...
Yeah, I think so. If he's the killer, he can go through, right?
You mean he went in through here?
We searched every inch in the direction he ran off. There's nowhere to hide. I don't think we could have missed him.
He was cornered. It's highly probable that he escaped there. If he does indeed turn up on the other side, that should prove beyond a doubt that he is the true culprit.
Damn. So I guess we were right. What do we do now?
Our guide technically doesn't say. I suppose we don't really have a reason not to, though.
No, we can't go in here. We don't know where we'd land.
Ah, yeah.
I think it's too dangerous to go in from here. We're not 100% positive he used this TV, and on top of that, we don't know where it might lead. Let's go in from Jeunesse like always. It'll be fine. So long as we're ready for him, we'll crush that jerk in one strike.
Adachi is the one.
Ranku up. I'm honestly surprised that we're only rank 5 on that for having found out as much as we have. And that said, I think
we finally found out who the true culprit is.
I think it's time we rest up and get ready to put this case to rest.
All right.
Until next time, everyone.